It's Sunday morning on CBS, and here again is Charles Kuralt.
Bill Geist is here, too, to talk about a hot item in American cuisine. Good morning, Bill.
Morning, Charles. Yes, we're going to talk about food this morning for those who are out there eating breakfast or brunch or whatever. I'm a Midwestern guy, as you know, from the meatloaf belt, where our food staples were meatloaf, mashed potatoes, and Velveeta. And the other day I noticed this. Velveeta pasteurized processed cheese spread with jalapeno peppers.
That's a contradiction, isn't it?
It is a contradiction.
It's supposed to be bland.
It's the kind of thing I think that Senator McCarthy and J. Edgar Hoover would have investigated if they were still around. But for a guy like me, it's kind of tantamount to waking up and finding a sombrero on the Statue of Liberty. New Mexico, land of enchantment, and chili peppers. The state vegetable has now become a chief export as the rest of the nation becomes caught up in a culinary heat wave. America is known for the blandness of its national cuisine, but things are changing. Nachos at the ballpark, fajitas at McDonald's, and salsa outselling ketchup. Is this whole thing going too far? Hot chili peppers are showing up in everything. There's pineapple salsa and chili peanut brittle, if anybody wants it. But chili mayonnaise? Even our most sacred bland foods aren't safe anymore. Hot chili peppers are turning up in everything and everywhere, from local restaurants in little towns like Chimayo, New Mexico, to the trendiest restaurants back east.
Just a couple red Duzal in here for color. Mix the dried ones in. We don't have serranos?
Chef Mark Miller leads the charge of New Mexican cuisine at his Coyote Cafe in Santa Fe and his Red Sage restaurant in Washington, D.C.
Well, I think that when you talk about chilies, it's a lot closer to talking about the complexity of talking about wines.
Yeah, that's the spicy one.
I think that the chilies create an active presence in terms of the palate.
An active presence, indeed.
Whoa!
Oh, God. So why do they eat these things?
It's a really good hurt.
This man was perspiring so profusely he looked like he'd just taken a shower.
Why do you do this to yourself?
Endorphins. You look around here, everybody's grinning and sweating.
There was a whole lot of sweating and grinning going on last week at the Fiery Foods Festival in Albuquerque. It featured thousands of different products with one thing in common: hot chili peppers.
It's a rugelach, which means little twist in Jewish. And this is filled with jalapeno jelly. There you go, Jewish-Mexican dessert.
Dave DeWitt was an organizer of the show and publisher of the new Chili Pepper magazine.
Well, what we find is once people start eating hot and spicy, they don't stop. We don't hear people saying, oh, I used to eat hot and spicy, but now I only eat bland. So we don't think it's going to go away.
You don't see a rush to meatloaf and mashed potatoes.
No, I think those are things of the past, really.
Everybody's trying to cash in on the hot chili pepper craze.
So you guys are from Jamaica, but then Canada, and now you're in New Mexico?
We plan to attack America from the north. That's right. We have mulattoes, we have pasillas, we have anchos, and this is a wild pepper from the mountain regions.
Dr. Paul Bosland is a chili breeder, a horticulturalist at New Mexico State University, where he's coming up with new varieties like these.
New Mex Sunrise, which is an orange chili, New Mex Sunset, which is a yellow chili, and the New Mex Eclipse, which is a brown chili.
Dr. Bosland's field was formerly sauerkraut, until he decided sauerkraut was a dead end and moved on to the exciting new world of chili peppers. Professor Bosland believes he understands the chili craze.
Some people have called it mouth surfing. It's like riding a surfboard in an ocean. You know you're going to come to shore, so that you're kind of living dangerous on that wave for a little while. Then once you reach shore, you're safe. Well, the same with chilies. It's burned, it's hot, and you're in pain, but you know it's going to be safe maybe in 10 minutes.
The professor can actually measure chili heat scientifically.
The way you measure heat is called the Scoville heat units. Like chili rellenos are about 1,500 Scovilles. Then you go to jalapenos around 10,000. And they can go up to the world's hottest is a habanero running about 250,000.
The hottest pepper here at the show is the habanero. The very word strikes fear in the hearts of men and excitement in chili extremists.
It'll make your eyes bug out.
They make grizzly bear repellent out of this stuff.
I know.
You automatically eliminate all of your insect problems. Your dogs won't want to come in.
I've been known to bungee jump without the cord, too.
I notice you're perspiring quite a bit. Are you all right?
I'm quite all right. I'm quite all right.
You're having trouble speaking. The names alone are enough to scare you.
Does it take the paint off your car?
A few even carry warning labels.
Shake well and good luck.
Well, if you could measure it on a scale, I'd say about a 99. That stuff will set your mouth on fire, and it creeps.
Professor Bosland offered some safety tips.
Only what's called the placenta, or the veins in here where the seeds attach, have the heat. But what happens is...
Just the ribs inside.
Exactly. What we'd like to get is a chili relleno, some red enchiladas.
The professor took us on a field trip to a local restaurant.
One of the tricks is always when you taste a new salsa is just dip it in straight, so everything falls off.
It's not a good idea then to come into a restaurant where you haven't been before and just scoop up.
No, absolutely not.
It's an important safety tip.
Yes.
Milk, honey, and bread are the best antidotes to chili heat.
Water doesn't help, right?
No, you know, but...
And beer?
We say, you know, the beer doesn't cut the heat, but if you drink enough of it, you won't care. So, again, keep drinking.
That's the strategy.
Exactly.
Some powerful chili pepper products are for external use only.
Yeah, what is this?
What this is, it's Bodyguard Pepper Defense Spray. It is slowly replacing mace in a lot of cases. Somebody told me earlier the Albuquerque Police Department here is now switched over to using this product.
And so we see that, like the atom before it, the chili pepper is a powerful force for good or evil. Harnessed, it can heal, deter crime, and please the palate.
Very careful with that. It's extremely hot.
But we must be wary of the chili pepper's awesome power.